My name is Carlo Fiataroni. I'm the Director of Mission for St. Anthony Foundation. And I want to thank everyone present today for joining us in this very special celebration, this blessing and dedication of this facility, which moving forward will be known as the Kaplan Family Oasis Shelter. I also want to extend a warm welcome to our mayor, London Breed. Thank you for being here. Supervisor Dean Preston, who I saw in the crowd, thank you. And Executive Director of Homelessness and Supportive Housing, hi Shireen, thank you for being here today. Thank you for everyone for coming. We're here today to honor the people, all of the people involved in transforming this motel into a shelter, to support the families that live here, and also to celebrate what this facility stands for. The Oasis Inn project is a demonstration of what's possible when the city, the private sector, and faith-based organizations all come together to work around a common goal. And that goal is to support our neighbors in need, especially the most vulnerable. As you all know, since the height of the pandemic, the Providence Foundation, with the support of our city, has been operating the Oasis as a shelter for families. In June, when Michael and Elaine heard about the challenges associated with keeping this shelter open, they stepped up in a major way. If it wasn't for the generosity of the Kaplan Family Trust, backed by the board at St. Anthony's, and the commitment of Providence to continue this good work that they've been doing here, and of course, the logistical and financial support of our city, we would not be here today. The Oasis is here to provide a place of shelter and transitional housing, but more importantly, it's a safe place for women and children when they have nowhere else to turn. To speak more to that, I want to invite the Executive Director of Providence, Patricia Doyle, forward to share some thoughts. Thank you, Patricia.
Good morning, everyone. Providence Foundation of San Francisco believes that true change begins with compassion and collaboration. And prior to getting started, I would like to introduce Providence Foundation's Board of Directors and Executive Staff. Chairman of the Board, Mr. James Blandon, please. Alpha Bowie, Lanita Williams, Bernadette Anthony, and Kanisha Rhodes. Welcome, and thank you all for joining me. Providence Foundation has proudly operated the Oasis facility here as the Emergency Family Shelter Center since the start of the pandemic, March of 2020, providing a safe, secure residence, case management, and support services to women and families. Providence was introduced to the Oasis by Supervisor Dean Preston, who not only assisted in obtaining the Oasis Hotel, but also assisted in securing funds to operate and stay at the Oasis. We have been here for over 3 years, long time. And the shelter-in-place contract will be here for the next 9 years. When the previous owners first expressed the intention to sell the Oasis, that meant that the shelter-in-place was at risk of closing down. St. Anthony's stepped up, and St. Anthony's Foundation is a testament to our unwavering commitment to address homelessness and improving the lives of our most vulnerable population here in the city. Together, we have built more than a shelter. We have created hope and opportunity for those in need, our homeless families with children and women who are at risk of violence. To tell you more about our partnership, I would like to bring forward St. Anthony Foundation CEO, Niels Banke. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. We're here today to celebrate. And we want to celebrate what is right and good about our world and about San Francisco and about the good work of so many good people. And we're here today because we're on a mission from God. This mission is not only to support those who are most vulnerable and in need of our help, but also to help them to sustainably find a way out of that cycle of poverty, homelessness, and abuse that too many have experienced literally for generations. And we're here to help these most vulnerable people because we have decided and we have a vision to bring together the best that we all have to offer. Providence Foundation as the operator of the shelter, the City of San Francisco, and St. Anthony's to really provide the services with a focus on the person so that we can help people to get out of this situation. And we're here to help 300 or more people every year to exit this cycle of homelessness and poverty and abuse every year. And we're here today because of the good work of so many people of goodwill. We're here because Providence Foundation, our friends and partners here, have set up this shelter under very, very difficult circumstances in COVID times and run it extremely well. And they will continue to do just that. So thank you, Providence Foundation, for that. And we're here because the good work of Providence Foundation was supported by the good work of some of our elected officials, starting with Dean Preston and his team, who actually helped setting up this shelter as a first step. So thank you to them as well. And we're here, especially we're here because the Kaplans. The Kaplans had vision and generosity here to step in and lay the groundwork to protect the residents of the Oasis Inn from eviction. Thank you so much. You're such an inspiration to us. And we're here because the board and staff of St. Anthony's got inspired by the generosity of the Kaplans and decided to put their own money and their own work behind that and to create a vision here and to stretch to make that happen. So thank you to the board and staff of St. Anthony's. And I'm coming to the end, but there are many people to thank. Carlos said, be moved by the Spirit, but not for longer than 90 seconds. I may have gone over. But we're here because the mayor and her team at HSH supported this vision. And they found a way of supporting us in a very creative and non-bureaucratic way to really figure out, like, how can we put the best of everything together? And I think that is something that we're really grateful for. So thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Shireen. Thank you to your team for that support. But you know what? Most of all, we're here because we have a job to do. And our job is to really serve the people we are called to serve and to make that change happen. And we're bringing things together in a new way that's new to all of us. That's difficult. It's not going to be easy, but the price is worth it. So thanks, everybody, for starting this long journey with us. We know we can be successful. Thank you. And with that, I would like to turn it over to our mayor.
All right, let me just say how excited I am to be here. And in bureaucratic years, this went pretty fast because things take so long to do things with the city and county of San Francisco. And I gotta say, how everyone came together to make this possible was extraordinary. I am really honored and grateful to St. Anthony's for the work that they continue to do in San Francisco, all over the city, to help families and help people in need. I'm especially grateful for the partnership with Providence Foundation, and I just want to give a shout out to Patricia Dole for her hard work in helping to not only take care of this shelter, but other family shelters throughout San Francisco. Thank you for not only always stepping up, but also the job opportunities that you provide to so many African Americans in this city. We know that African Americans represent almost 40% of the homeless population, and the work that you do to help make sure that they are housed and provided with opportunities to work in these same facilities is really extraordinary work that needs to be recognized. So we appreciate our relationship with Providence Foundation, so thank you very much. And I want to say to the Kaplan family and just your extraordinary generosity, we would not be here were it not for the Lord putting this project on your heart through St. Anthony's to make this possible. I mean, this is how God works. This is how we make magic happen for people and for families. And I want to just kind of give some perspective here, because I know you're going to be hearing from LaDacia and Louisa, who are going to be talking a little bit about their various experiences living through this place and being able to, exit into some permanently supportive housing opportunities. But I want to just put something into perspective, because this city does some really extraordinary work. There's a lot of criticism, but since 2018, we have helped over 10,000 people exit homelessness in San Francisco. And we have never had even a point in time count with 10,000 people on the streets in this city. So that's some perspective. I heard a few claps back there. Every single night, we are housing almost 15,000 people in our shelters and our permanently supported housing developments. We're doing some extraordinary work. And in fact, in our last point in time count, San Francisco was the only county in the Bay Area that saw a reduction in homelessness, 15% in unsheltered homelessness and 3.5% reduction overall in homelessness. The thing is, we are investing, we are doing the work, and fortunately for us, we are blessed to have some extraordinary partners to help us achieve our goals, especially sometimes when the city is not able to step up completely and provide the necessary resources and the capacity to do the work. And that is where St. Anthony's has come in, when the fear of losing this as a shelter that supported families, supported people who are escaping situations of domestic violence, is supporting folks to turn their lives around. This place was being threatened. And let me tell you, Shireen McSpadden and her team, because of what we were dealing with here, they rolled up their sleeves and they made sure not one family was displaced. In fact, they helped to get people in a more permanent, stable position. They worked really hard to do that. And when the opportunity came and Niels reached out and said we can pull something together, there's a great, he told me anonymous donor at first, and so I'm just really grateful that the Kaplan family has agreed to allow us to recognize them for what they are doing here today. But if it were not for them, this would not be happening right now. This is a big deal. The city will provide the resources for the operational expenses related to keeping this place going. The city will pay for a number of other repairs and other things that need to occur. So we're doing something, but wouldn't be able to do it without the support of purchasing this building and securing it in our housing portfolio for families who need it the most. This is extraordinary, and I'm so proud of everyone involved in this project, in making this possible, in seeing this as a beacon of hope, a beacon of light. This space is a place of light and a place of hope, one that will be open and available to families who need it when they do need it. Because this city has done some extraordinary things to help people. And I'm really proud that this is just another opportunity to ensure that families have a safe, affordable place to call home as they transition into something more permanent in San Francisco. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being involved. This is really a game changer, and we will continue to do all the amazing work that we're doing. No, we are not where we want to be, but working together with our private partnerships with our religious institutions, including the Interfaith Council. I see Michael Pappas, thank you for joining us here today. Working together, we will get there. Thank you all so much for being here today.
I'll introduce myself. Hi, everyone. I'm Shireen McSpadden, the director of HSH, also known as the Department of Housing and Homelessness and Supportive Housing. So I'm so excited to be here today, and I really want to thank Supervisor Preston for your initial advocacy, well, your ongoing advocacy on this building. Certainly, Patricia Doyle and the amazing work that you and your team have done here. This is a really exciting space for us, and I think the first time I came here, as Kanisha reminded me, it was actually like 13 months ago. I thought it was yesterday. I was really struck by the sense of community of the women and the children and the fathers who are here. And everybody I talked to said, we want to retain this sense of community. We feel really safe here, and we're really concerned that this place is going to close before we have a chance to move into permanent housing. And so at the time, I think that we were trying desperately to figure out how this was going to happen. And, you know, I think we just put it into the winds. And I agree with what the mayor said, that God works in mysterious ways and really, really helped bring some very critical partners together. I want to say that thank you to the Kaplans for your amazing donation, and for Nils for really helping to spearhead this, to make sure that we were able to come together and figure out how to support families at the Oasis. You know, this is kind of the way we're going. We're thinking more and more about non-congregate shelter. Families need to have some privacy, but they also need community, and this is a really good location for that. I want to really thank my team at HSH, also Providence, Pat and your teams, and Niels and everybody at St. Anthony's. This was not easy, and part of the reason it wasn't easy is because we've got two very different organizations with two very different cultural identities. And so coming together and trying to figure out how we make that work with all of the services and programs that Providence already offers and all of the services that St. Anthony wants to bring in was a challenge. And I just want to thank everybody for continuing on that vision and to be able to say, like, we know we're going to get there in the end, even when it's hard. So appreciation to all of you. And I'm really excited to bring up LaDacia. So LaDacia is going to tell her story, but she's somebody who's been at the Oasis for a number of months. Her daughter Amaya, and then Louisa, you're going to speak too, I believe afterward. So they're good examples of what the Oasis means for families, means for women and children. And what we really want to see is people to leave places like the Oasis, go on into their housing, and be the great people and the great San Franciscans that they're going to be. So, LaDacia, looking forward to hearing your words. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for having me. A special thanks to Providence and Patricia and everyone here at Providence. Thank you guys so much. Kanisha, thank you for the staff you guys have here. I would like to say thank you to Providence, St. Anthony's, the mayor, and everyone who made this happen. Without your work, I was not sure what would happen or where I would go, or what the future would hold. After devastating losing a child to suicide last year, I became homeless and hopeless. Since moving into Providence, I gained permanent housing at City Gardens here in San Francisco. Now I have hope that I can do anything to support my family and provide a safe and permanent housing for them. A special thanks to the staff and the case managers here at Providence. They encouraged me never to give up, and to always put me and my children first. Thank you for supporting my son and encourage him to play football. He is now playing football at Galileo High School, and he is an honor roll student. I hope that I hope that future families who come to Providence utilize the services and the support they have to offer here. Thank you so much.
I will translate for Luisa.
Yo quiero darle las gracias a todos ustedes por permitirnos esta oportunidad. Para muchas familias que estamos recién llegadas aquí no es fácil iniciar, pero gracias.
I would like to thank everyone for being here today. It is not easy for some of those families that arrive here for the first time to get a head start.
Gracias a todas estas oportunidades, mi familia hoy cuenta con un muy lindo lugar en donde vivir, un espacio seguro, tranquilo.
Thanks for,
Estamos muy felices.
thanks for facilities like this. My family can count with a safe, welcoming, and warm place for me to be.
Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
All right, now it's going to come time for our blessing. As most of you know, St. Anthony's is a Franciscan organization. We're a ministry. So with that, I'd like to invite one of our spiritual guides, Father Samuel Nasada, forward, pastor of St. Boniface Church, as well as Michael Pappas, the executive director of the San Francisco Interfaith Council. They're going to be joining us on stage and leading us in a blessing. So please.
Good morning, everybody. So if you can join me in blessing this beautiful place. So God, you are beauty, you are faith, you are hope, you are love, you are everything that we have. We ask you to bless this place, this beautiful place, that everybody who's here can feel safe, peaceful, and be welcome as a community. We thank you for everybody who make this happen. We thank you for the hearts that came together to help people in need. We praise your will, your timing, and your love for your people.
In my presence today, I bring the love and the prayers of the 800 communities of faith and religious institutions in San Francisco. Nils and Pat have been part of a roundtable of CEO leaders, and I've been hearing about this. And like many of you who travel up Franklin, I didn't pay much attention to it before, but now I look at it in a different light. It truly is an oasis, a respite from struggle, as people gain the strength to move on. The place is blessed. It's blessed by the generosity of the Kaplans and their response to Tikkun Olam. It is blessed by the good people of faith here. So I would just add to that, God, thank you for giving hope to people in need, for they are not forsaken. And you brought everyone together through faith and love to make our city a better place. Amen.
I'd now like to invite Tim Dunn, the board chair of St. Anthony Foundation, forward. Tim?
Good morning, everybody. It's delighted to be here. Want to thank all of our donors for everything they've done for us, including the Kaplan family. I want to thank the city for being a great host and sponsor with us on this project. It's pretty phenomenal to see what, if we get people together, what we can accomplish. So I'm not going to speak long, unlike Niels, so I just wanted to say thank you all. Thanks for joining us, and it's great to be part of this.
Short and sweet. All right, with that, I want to thank everyone for coming today and being part of this very special blessing and dedication to what this facility means for all the families that are living here. This is going to conclude our ceremony, but before we depart, I want to, on behalf of St. Anthony's, I want to invite everyone down to Max's Opera Cafe, which is just 2 blocks down the hill on the corner of Golden Gate and Van Ness, to join us for lunch. All right, thank you.